Hey, today I just wanted to jump on here quick and talk about how we have been making some positive changes lately. Summer is here and all the kids are home from school, and we just needed to make a few little changes to try to help things go a little bit more smoothly, especially in our parenting of an ADHD child and just parenting in general. There's just been a few things that we've been doing that have been helping a lot. And these things that we've been doing are recommendations from therapists. They're found in books. They're all like science-backed, proven techniques to help in parenting. So I just wanted to share some of those things. One of them has been to do one-on-one time again. And now we have kind of been slacking on one-on-one time the last year or so. And I know that it's an effective way to improve a relationship with the child because years ago when we first got the diagnosis for our child, and I was learning all about ADHD and I was reading all the books and looking at all the resources, and it was all fresh in my mind. I was really excited to do it, and I did it more frequently, but yeah, we haven't been doing it as much. And so we're starting that again, and man, it makes a huge difference to do that one-on-one time. So what it is just you and your child, 15 minutes at a time, maybe daily if you can do that. But I mean, we have 4 kids, so that's not possible all the time. So maybe like 3 days a week, but as much as you can to get that little time together, and they get to choose what they want to do for the time. For my kids, they'll choose let's read a book together, let's go on a walk together, or a bike ride together. So really special quality time. The reason it's so important is because a lot of times with an ADHD child, there can be a lot of negativity, a lot of nagging, they're getting in trouble a lot. So because of that, the parent-child relationship can really be damaged. And so having those positive experiences are just really important. So they'll want to listen to you more when you're telling them something. There won't be as much resentment between you. So we've been doing that, and it's been so great. Another thing we've been doing is having a detailed schedule for the summer. Now, this is just so essential, I feel like, to live life when you have ADHD. I'm really big into schedules and making plans the night before, after the kids go to sleep, when there's a moment of quiet, just planning the day ahead and just writing down all the things that I want to accomplish the next day. Because once the day starts and there's so many distractions, I can't even sit down a minute to even think about what I want to do in the day. I have to do it the night before, but it really helps me stay on track. And so we've been doing this for summer with the kids. We got a recommendation to get a whiteboard that has all the days of the week on it. And so we got this whiteboard, and then just a little daily schedule, especially during summer when there's a lot of downtime. We have some chores in there, and we have some reading time. We have some outside adventure time. And I have found that getting the kids outside earlier in the day, as soon as possible after the chores, it makes a huge difference in their behavior. If I can get them outside to just get their energy out, they just behave better the rest of the day. We've also been assigning some homework. So I have been printing out some math worksheets, and I need to do some English probably and other worksheets, but we've been passing those out, and the kids have loved to work on math and have some homework at home. And then we always have rest period in the middle of the day where the kids can have something to look forward to, like when they're doing chores or when they're doing their math or something they don't necessarily want to do. I tell them you can't have a rest period, you can't watch a show or anything until you get those things done. So it's motivation. And so during rest, they usually watch a show. That's my time to get some stuff done, like stuff like this right now. And then we also try to have some reading time in the day, and 3 out of the 4 of our kids do music. So we also do music. So just some activities like that. And then we keep it pretty loose. It doesn't have to be done at a certain time. As long as they're done in a general order, I just feel like it helps the day go by so much smoother. And this is recommended in all the books of parenting and all the therapy recommendations. So it really does help, and it does work. Another thing that we have started doing is having a gratitude journal. So having the kids think of 2 things that they are grateful for, and then another thing that went really well in their day, that they were really happy that happened that day. And I've been doing that as well. I've been trying to do it, just practice more gratitude, because sometimes it is hard for me to be positive. I will get into periods of time where I just gravitate towards the negative internally, and I have some negative voices that I have to kind of constantly fight off by purposefully practicing positivity. I know we've probably all heard that our brains, if we're chronically negative, it becomes a habit in our brains and we just go to the negative all the time. So we have to purposefully rework our thoughts to go toward the positive. And so that's what I've been trying to do. Just in my prayers at night and in the morning, just like think about things I'm grateful, things that are going right, all the blessings that I have, and also the things that I appreciated in my different family members so that I can appreciate them and have gratitude. So I honestly feel like that is making a big difference. It's a small and simple thing that we all have heard, but man, when I actually do it, it really makes a difference. Another recommendation we've been following is as we are parenting our kids, they have things that we're working on, especially with ADHD, there's always things to work on. So we are focusing on just 2 things to work on. No more than that. We can't work on everything all at once. For example, one of the things could be we're going to talk more respectfully to others. We're not going to name call or put others down. And then another thing could be, hey, we are going to clean up our clothes after taking a shower. We're not going to just leave them all over the bathroom. So there's 2 simple things as an example. What you can do is divide each day into 2 parts. There's the morning part of the day and the evening part of the day. And there's 2 boxes. And if the child meets those 2 goals in the morning, they get a check mark. If they meet it in the evening, they get a check mark. If they don't get a check mark. And so the goal for the first week is to get 50% of those check marks. And if they do that, then they get to pick a quality time reward. So they're not going to buy anything or anything like that, but they can get to stay up later with mom and dad and watch a special show. Or my son the other day picked going on a motorcycle ride with mom. And so we rode our little motorcycles in the back road together. So then the second week, using the same 2 goals, the second week would be, hey, we're going to try to get 60% of those days. And so if they get 60%, they get to have a reward like that. And then you go up to 70% the next week, and then 80% the next week. And then you don't try to go above 80% because no one's perfect. And so that's kind of like the end goal. And then you can work on another 2 goals after that. So this has been a great recommendation for us. It has been working really good. And I have seen improvement. It's miraculous. I have seen improvement. This really works. So all these things have been really great for our summer, and I'm not perfect at them. I'm going to keep working at them, but there are things we all have heard that are good to do. But you just get lazy and you get busy and you forget about them. And then behavior issues start to creep up, parenting issues start to creep up. And sometimes you need a little wake-up call to start again and be reminded of the little things and start doing those little things every day. And it really makes a difference when you do it. So I just wanted to share some of these things with you today. Hopefully they'll be helpful to you as they've been helpful for us. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.